Hey guys, it's Chelsea Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NBA playoffs, Lakers, Rockets. The Lakers are favorites in this one, -5. The total has slowly crept down to 220 and a half. This is the lowest total, I believe, of the entire series. Lakers in the postseason have been covering five of their last eight, and the last two against the Rockets. Last game, the Lakers won 112-102, covering the line of 4 points. Craig Trapp, going into this game with the Lakers and the Rockets, what are your thoughts just initially seeing the line?
Well, I mean, the Rockets just look really tired come forth, especially James Harden. Now, of course, the Lakers up 2-1, won those last two games after losing game one, and pretty big upset. But Houston Rockets just don't look like they have enough depth and firepower come the fourth quarter. And, man, this Lakers team has really turned it up on defense in the fourth quarter of the last two wins.
Right, and Rajon Rondo has been a big part of that. He's really been the spark plug for this Lakers defense as well as their offense. I believe he had over 20 points. 21 points, 9 assists last game, which has been really needed for a Lakers team that needed some help from some smaller guards. They've got the big men, but
Yeah.
they need the guys on the perimeter that can cause the turnovers and also score some points to compete with this quote unquote small ball lineup for the Rockets. So, as you mentioned, it looks like the Rockets have somewhat run out of steam, even though their two guys, Harden and Westbrook, combined for 63 points last game. So at least Westbrook's back to scoring some points. He's been a bit of a wild card this series, but what do you expect from the Rockets offense that has actually been a bit of an under team? 4 of 5 have been on the under for these Houston games, which is crazy considering the amount of points they scored during the regular season.
Well, I think the Lakers found something in game two when they just basically, not basically, they did. They just left Westbrook all by himself and double teamed the ball even immediately. As soon as he touched it, James Harden, and they leave Westbrook open and he was just gunning up threes. Didn't work very well. Game three, at least he attacked the basket instead of shooting so many threes, which, of course, he's not a great 3 point shooter. So I don't see that getting better. I don't think he's going to find a way to start making more 3 pointers. And I just think that's a serious problem when you can take James Harden. I mean, if James Harden doesn't get 40, I think the Lakers win and cover. And so that's why I don't think he's getting 40. And heck, he might get 40 and still not cover because the Lakers are just wearing him out. And come the fourth quarter, he has nothing left. And two games in a row where basically the game was kind of in the balance in the fourth quarter, heading into the fourth quarter, and he just couldn't do it against the Lakers team that's really clamping down on defense. So I like the Lakers minus the 5. I also think the under's a pretty solid play here, but definitely the better play is on the Lakers. I just think late to get these kind of 220 totals, they need to score 60 points at least in the fourth quarter. Seems like every game, and they can't do it.
Right. It just seems like this Lakers team is finally getting to the point where they're the Lakers team that everyone expected them to be. So I like the Lakers in this one as well to cover that 5 point spread, just because Rajon Rondo and some of their other players have been playing well, not to mention LeBron and AD combined for 62 points, 22 rebounds, and 11 assists last game. All right, well, that's going to do it for Lakers Rockets talk here on Picks and Parlays. Good stuff from Craig Trapp. Craig, thanks for joining us.